Hello everybody, Accureye here, and welcome back to another Accureye Talks video. In today's Accureye Talks video, I thought we'd do another Talks video on Four Kings Casino and Slots, or Slots and Casino, and talk about how to win at the Big Six game. Now, this is going to be a short video for sure. I don't have many tips because the Big Six, or the Wheel of Fortune as it's called in casino games, is kind of a straightforward game. It doesn't really require you to know much, and in truth, it's kind of just a overall easy game to win. So, in that general perspective, let's face it, in the end of the day, you're going to probably end up having more wins and whatever via just doing a small little tip that I have. Now, how do you improve your house edge on this game? For those of you who've never played a casino game before, or at least don't know anything about casinos, the house edge is basically the percentage chance of you winning against the house. Now, you've probably already heard it before, and if you haven't heard it before, the house usually always wins. So, of course, that's why more people will recommend you play blackjack, more people will recommend you play poker, more people will recommend you play craps if you're trying to win big or trying to get a lot of points off the house, because, let's face it, craps, poker, and of course blackjack have the lowest house edge ever in the game. But if you really are trying to improve your house edge and your winnings on stuff like the Big Six, then the best way to improve that is by, of course, putting two bets down. One bet being a little bigger than the other bet. For instance, if you're doing like 1-to-1, which is a bet that I would always recommend you do, and then also, for instance, maybe 5-to-1, then what I would recommend is you play the 1-to-1 with a little bit of a lower bet than the 5-to-1, which should be a little bit higher. That way, if you win on 5-to-1, you'll still pay out fairly confidently with 5-to-1. But, of course, if you win 1-to-1, then obviously you're going to win 1-to-1 of your bet. So, in general, that makes it a very, very easy way of being able to understandably win well on the game. And I think, in general, this lowers the house edge. I believe that this will lower your house edge. This will lower, of course, the chances of the house actually winning against you. Now, obviously, this doesn't mean that the house will always not win against you. There's always still a small percentage chance that the house will win against you. But, on the cases that you do, manage to do, a small bet on 1-to-1, or a bet on 1-to-1, and then of course a bet on, of course, for instance, 5-to-1, 20-to-1, 40-to-1, 10-to-1, or whatever it is, then at least you have a chance of still winning in general, and you have a chance of being able to, overall at least get your get money out of it. So, in general, it does help you in many ways. So, of course, I would recommend this method, if you will, and I would totally think that, I would totally say that, by doing a 1-to-1 bet and then maybe like whatever the other bet is, you will get a good chance of being able to win and, make money and points almost with no issue. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it, And that's pretty much a good way of you being able to guarantee yourself a fairly good position moving forward for, having money to do other, games. Play other games. And recklessly, maybe, if you will, bet whatever feels like it's a good idea. It feels like it's a good bet for you. So, with that being said, I mean, hopefully this has helped you. I know that, like I've said before, this will be a bit of a short video. But as I've said, with the Big Six, there isn't really much to say. There aren't any real tips to give you other than it's a case of luck. I mean, chances are you're going to lose more often than less. Chances are you're going to not be able to make any more money than what you would from playing other games. In fact, on other games like War or, or of course, Bingo, Roulette, or whatever other games you're going to look at, those games may not win you as much cash as it would with, as I've mentioned before, blackjack, craps, poker, because craps, poker, blackjack, and all those other games are very, very, easy wins, if you will. They're not hard to win in general. And because they're not hard to win, obviously you're going to find that, you're going to have more luck that by, playing all these other games. But, oh man, sorry about that, yawn. But in general, Big Six, it's mostly a game of luck. It's mostly a chance game of, are you going to win or are you going to lose? Are you going to get paid out big or not? So, with that having been said, I mean, obviously, that's how the Big Six works. That's pretty much how you can either win or lose on the Big Wheel 6. But, I mean, with that being said, thank you everybody for joining me today on this video. I know it's been a short one, like I said. But with it being said and done, I mean, at least hopefully this has given you a good idea of how to play the Big Six. Hopefully my small tips will help you lower the house edge and maybe win a little bit more. But with that being said, I mean, thank you everybody for joining me today on this video. Thank you for watching this video. If you did like this video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, get subscribed, hit the bell notification because I know you want to know when my next video drops next. Thank you everybody for joining me today. Thank you for watching this video. And yeah, until the next one, everybody. This is Accureye signing out and saying farewell, everyone. Oh, also, I'm live on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/Accureye. I'm live on Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I do apologize that I kind of forgot about this. But feel free to join me live on Twitch. I don't usually play Four Kings Lots and Casino, mostly because I don't know if there's a place for it. And honestly, I don't know how much interest there is for drawing towards it. But with that being said, thank you everybody for joining me today on this video. Thank you for watching this video. I'm also live. I've been lately also live on Monday and Tuesday. Sometimes Friday and Sunday I will be live for a bonus stream. But it only happens as a bonus stream, so you never know. Monday and Tuesday will always be about a 2 to 3 hour stream, give or take. And then Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday I try to go for about 4 to 5 hours. But yeah, with that being said, thank you everybody for joining me today. Thank you for watching this video. And until the next one, everybody, this is Accureye signing out and saying farewell, everyone.